Gears are a big part of Roblox history, and were one of the most defining traits of the platform. The ability to buy something that wasn't only cosmetic, but also had an in-game use, differentiated these things from the rest of the available items on the catalog. Roblox introduced Gears around May 2009, and subsequently released a post on their old blog announcing the new feature on May 9th, 2009. So if you didn't know, Roblox had this old blog where they would make posts regarding new updates and stuff like that. The blog's basically been shut down at this point, but thankfully, Roblox archived all their previously made posts so we can still see them. So this blog post was made by Shedlitsky and was titled Gearing Up After a New Release. It states, "Our last release was huge. We've been publishing release notes for the past 3 days. Here's some things that no one else pointed out that I'm sure you've noticed by now. I tried looking for the release notes the post mentions, but was only able to find a few of them from the Roblox forum archive, and none of them talk about Gears or anything like that." Back to the blog post, it states, "We thought it would be cool to sell items that had in-game effects, and in this release, you can see our first step in that direction. You can buy gear in the catalog and equip it on the customized character page. At the moment, you can only equip one item at a time. Gear can be weapons, soft drinks, wizard wands, pitchforks, cameras, suitcases, etc. More gear will be coming out over time." So they specifically state that their intention with this new category of items is for them to have in-game effects. The post is then followed up with a list of the first officially released Roblox gear, along with their descriptions. These were the board with a nail in it, Bloxy Cola, Orc Blade, and Brigand's Sword. The first ever officially published gear out of the four was the Brigade's Sword, as it was published on May 5th, 2009, for 100 Robux. Its description also states how it was the first gear item ever published. Throughout the following months and years, Roblox would also make new blog posts announcing new gears added to the catalog, like this post from May 15, 2009 for the Blue Steel Claws and Staff of Sparks, or this one from May 26, 2009 for the Shadowy Ninja Star of the Silent House. On June 3rd, 2009, Shedlitsky made another blog post titled Getting in Gear, and this one introduces categories for the gears, rental gears, and the ability to equip more than one gear in a game. The post opens up by showcasing the different categories like melee weapons, ranged weapons, explosives, power-ups, and more. These categories are further explained by describing what qualities an item needs in order to be in a designated category. So in the original introduction to Gears, it was told that you can only have one gear in a game at a time, but in this new blog post, it stated how you can now have all your gears in a game if it falls under the allowed category. The last important thing this post talks about is about rental gears, which is a gear you can purchase ownership of for a period of time. The reasoning for adding these rental gears is because players were asking to refund or sell back an item they purchased, so instead of adding that feature, they added these rental items so players could buy it for cheap and use it for a couple of days or weeks. Another reason they give for this addition is to use the rental gears as a testing phase to see if an item is going to be good as a permanent Roblox gear or something they should have shelved. So I actually remember these rental items when I first joined Roblox, and to be honest, I thought they were pretty dumb. I understand now from a game design perspective that they use this as a way to see if a gear is good on the platform, but as a player, and even when I was a kid, I thought it was pretty dumb. So you rent an item for a period of time and then it would be removed from your inventory, and you weren't even given the option to permanently buy the gear. If it was a rental gear, you could only rent it. Thankfully they removed this a few years ago since it was pretty useless. And the gears that were previously only rentable were either made permanently on sale or were entirely taken off the marketplace. But yeah, gears became a pretty big staple for Roblox at the time, and most games, if not all games, allowed users to use their purchased gears in their games. A gear contest was also held, as noted by this blog post dated back to April 16th, 2010, titled Gear Contest Results. The blog talks about how the gear contest was posted on Roblox's Facebook page, and the three winners were Raj PL, Mark Melee 1245, and Goomba Slayer 13, who made the Freeze Ray, Bang Gun, and Big Head Gun. So yeah, gears became a pretty big thing on Roblox, and it was fun to just join a game and see all the chaos from people just fighting or using their gears on each other. I remember this one specific game called Test All Roblox's Gear, and how it used to be really popular since you could just use your own gear or actually use this menu, this Roblox menu, to get any gear you wanted. Catalog Heaven by Saranock was also pretty popular at the time, as it allowed you to equip any gear and just fight with each other. Both of these games are pretty much dead at this point, but Catalog Heaven does have some active players, but Test All of Roblox's Gears is basically dead. Now my criticism with Gears begins with the introduction of R15 and other Roblox updates. I don't have a problem with R15, to be honest. There's some Roblox users that are gonna die on the hill saying how it was a mistake, but I think it was a good progression since it maintained the blocky aesthetic and look.
unlike R-Throw.
The issue comes with the fact that all the gears were designed to function with R6 specifically. So many gears were broken and didn't work with R15. I think Roblox did fix some of the popular gears like the gravity coal, and luckily some worked with the R15 body type, but the rest were pretty much forgotten. And most of these gears are still up and are able to be bought. So imagine you're a kid excited to use a gear in like the 2 games that Roblox still allows it in, and you find out it's broken. Like the grapple hook, for example. This thing costs 705 Robux. If you try to use this thing in your game, your player just holds it and it doesn't do anything. It's entirely broken and doesn't work now. So if you're a kid and you buy this, you wasted your Robux and that's about it. You're screwed. It's over. And all the blame isn't just on R15. It's also due to the constant Roblox updates. Gears were first introduced in 2009, and of course Roblox is going to gradually update and change. But with those gradual updates to the platform, they neglected this past feature and they're basically useless now. The other fact is that Roblox didn't power scale these gears properly. Back when the website was pretty small, they would just make any gear, anything that they thought was cool. They wouldn't think that one gear might be unfair compared to the other. So the more expensive a gear is, the more powerful its abilities are. Take this R-Orb for example. This thing allowed players to fly and shoot energy balls at other players. So if you joined a game that allowed gears and you didn't have any, you would basically just be killed the whole time by players who had better stuff than you. This also gave Gears a reputation of pay to win. Now, it doesn't seem like any of these issues are going to be addressed or fixed, since in August 2023, a Roblox staff member named Toady Chicken Tooth replied to a dev forum post on an issue with the Dark Heart gear having a rendering issue on the player's profile page. The staff member states, "Unfortunately, we can't fix this issue as we've stopped all support and creation for gear accessories since 2019. The 2 replies to this post give really valid criticism. Gears are still being sold on Roblox even though many of them are broken. The person on the top, QLiz, says, if Roblox can't commit to making fixes for gears anymore, they need to remove them from sale instead of continuing to sell non-functional items to users, which is a based, amazing, and certified by Bling McQueen take. The only reason I see Roblox continuing to sell these gears is just for people to continue spending their Robux on it. There's literally no other reason. I don't get why they don't either fix all the gear or just remove the ability to buy gears entirely. They're an outdated and entirely broken feature. The other thing is, most games don't even allow player bought gears in their games anymore and resort to custom in-game gear or a duplicate of it through the purchase of game passes, since developers want more control over the tools present in their games and can simply make more profit by selling it as a game pass. There actually used to be this old feature where developers could sponsor a specific gear to their game. What this basically was that gears the developer chose to sponsor would appear on the store tab for the game, and players would earn Robux commission if the players bought it through the game store. In December 2020, this feature was also removed, as announced by this dev forum post, stating, "Next week, we will be removing the ability to sponsor and sell gear on your game page for use in that game. You will still be able to use and sell gear and marketplace items within your game." So yeah, personally, in my extremely based and intellectual opinion, gears are entirely useless and irrelevant in modern day Roblox, and have been since around 2015. Don't get me wrong, I like gears, and I think they're a great concept, but with the direction Roblox is heading, I don't think they have a place on the platform anymore. You can tell gears had a lot of thought and love put into them. I mean, not all of them, of course. There's some stupid gears I don't even know why they made, but most of them, like the concept of gears and the process of making them, had a lot of care and attention put into them. This is also evident in this video by Shedlitsky, uploaded 11 years ago, called Working on Gear at Roblox.
That's just right, so it looks like it's floating. No, my arms again! Give me back. Back.
Even if Roblox decided to fix all the available gear, no current game would want to make them available anymore, since the power scaling for a lot of them are messed up and unfair. Developers would rather allow specific gears to be used with the purchase of a game pass. I understand some people would rather see the gears fixed than removed, and there's a nostalgia factor to them. You can also argue that gears are a part of Roblox's core identity, but to be honest, gears are irrelevant now, and have been for years, and they're basically useless besides being a cosmetic on your profile. As stated on the blog post where they first revealed gears, their goal with these things was to have items that had in-game effects, and this made sense when Roblox was a smaller platform with basically designed games, since gears wouldn't cause much of an issue with the gameplay. But with the current standard of games, gears basically have no use. Imagine playing any of the current popular games on the site, like, I don't know, Sonic Speed Simulator or something like that, and having all gears you own accessible to use. That would basically break the game and would cause people to just start fighting each other. There's basically no use for them. As of this video, the last gear published was the Egg Phone in 2020, and this was made to use in the Roblox Egg Hunt 2020. Gear specifically made for Roblox events like this one makes sense, but besides that, I don't think gear should be available to buy anymore. It was a good idea for its time, and is still a good idea, but I think with the current landscape and direction Roblox is in, it's an outdated idea with outdated properties. I think they should be entirely retired. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm sure I'll get some people denying my perspective, which I understand, since gears are pretty nostalgic for some people. And if that's the case for you, it's time to wake up. Nothing lasts forever, and yeah, stop living in the past. I still like gears, don't get me wrong. I started out in 2012, so I like gears, I think they're cool. But I don't think they should be available to buy anymore since they're basically broken and have no use. But yeah, make sure to subscribe, follow my Instagram at BlingMcQueen, and take care.